It's suicide. You've seen him, you know how strong he is. You can't win. It's suicide. You've seen him, you know how strong he is. You can't win. You can't win.
Alright folks, y'all already know who it is. It's the WC. Back from a long hiatus with the review of the 2014 Hip Hop BET Awards. In this video, I'm going to give somewhat of a review of the show, let you know about the things I liked, let you know about the things I didn't like. First off, let me say that this BET Awards, Hip Hop Awards, was filmed basically a month ago. And BET decided to tape delay this thing and show it to us a long time ago. Alright, so I already know who the winners are. You know, if you're looking for a list of the winners, it'll be down below for your pleasure. If you want to go ahead and read that, there's also a list of the people that performed and the performances that I'd like to let you know in this video. Now, it was hosted by Snoop Dogg, or Snoop, but he calls himself Uncle Snoop now. I guess it's just one of those things. Don't you know? You want to know one thing I like about Snoop is that this guy has been able to evolve, but he's been able to stay the same. You know what I'm saying? Stay true to who he is, and that's something that through music is needed. You know what I'm saying? Now you'll sit there and you'll say, you know, based off of what I'm going to say later on in this video, which is the state of the hip hop, address, which I give just about every single time, probably 2 times a year, to kind of remind black folks about the difference between the music and the culture, which I'll do later on in this video. But you'll say it's a little hypocritical, but I like Snoop, and I like, how he's evolved. And you can see how he's come from, the shoot 'em up days to being like the quiet rapper and to saying F Easy E in a song. And I mean, come on, man, he's just come a long way. And you can see the evolution of this guy, and to a certain extent, you know what to expect from Snoop. But his bit on the show, a couple skits on the show is pretty darn funny. He held it down. You know what I'm saying? As he usually does in this hosting role. I think that he did pretty darn good. But just looking at the show overall, I have to give this show maybe an 8. I mean, it was one of those it was a typical, hip hop award show. It wasn't nothing that that you're gonna be jumping out of your seat like, oh my God, I got to tape this again and watch this again over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? The awards was held in Atlanta. I think this is one of those situations where it's held in Atlanta on a year-to-year basis. But the performances were T.I., Common, just to name a few, man. Birdman was on stage. Young Thug was on stage, man, doing his thing. MC Lyte, I think, performed. Queen Latifah and Brandy. There was a couple of performances that were on the show. I'm a big fan of Common, so of course I'm gonna like Common's raps because I think that he's more so a conscious rap, along with Talib Kweli, conscious rap. But they're still rappers at the end of the day, so it's not like it's save the children, save the people, and nothing like that. T.I. is basically on the roll right now. I think that he's got one of the top albums in America right now. I think that he is one of the top songs that's on radio play, which I'll get into a little bit later on in this video. Y'all know how I get down. But anyway, man, overall the show, I can't give this show above an 8. Alright, so I'm just gonna give it an 8. Pretty good show. If you ain't got nothing to watch on Tuesday night, you know what I'm saying, I'm pretty sure that you done watched the show and you done came to this video to hear what I thought about it. It's an okay show for what it was. My favorite performance is probably T.I. because that song, you hear that on the radio. But it's good to see Queen Latifah and Brandy on stage, singing. Always good to see them. But let me just go ahead and get to the state of the hip hop address. Y'all know why I came here. I didn't necessarily come here to hear me talk about the review of this show. You came here to hear the meat of the whole matter. Alright? Let me just say it like this. Let me touch on a few points. Alright, I want to show you folks the difference between the music and the culture. Alright, and some people might say that the music is the culture. Alright, but there's a difference between the music and the culture. Now the music, alright, should be imagery, should be feel good things, should be imagination taken into a brand new reality. I want you guys to follow me on this, all right? Might stumble out the box, but I'll get there, all right? The music is imagery, it's fantasy, it's metaphors, it's things that these people more than likely want to see happen, things that has happened in their lives, but not necessarily what's happening in their lives every single day. All right, so you can take maybe a rhyme like like a Tupac rhyme and dissect it and talk about you know I'm looking out the window with an AK every day because I think I'm going to die the next day. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Maybe that's too cloudy. But there's a difference between the music and the lifestyle. Let me touch on the lifestyle. The lifestyle that's promoted through hip hop is I got to have this Cadillac. I got about 4, 5, 6 different hoes. I mean, that's basically what it is. That's basically what it is at this point. And it's real telling that people can't tell the difference between the lifestyle and the music, and they integrate themselves. All right? They integrate the fantasy and the reality of the whole situation. Now, and like I said, I want you guys to follow me on this. These people that these R&B singers, if you want to call them that, pop singers, these people put out the music that they think is going to get on the radio. Some people might do mixtapes. Like I said, I'm a mixtape goon. I'd rather listen to a mixtape than anything that's on the radio. And some stuff that comes out on the radio, it comes out through mixtapes, actually hits the radio. Some people, we already know how it goes. We already know about the underground scene. All right, I'd rather listen to that stuff than to listen to the stuff that's on heavy rotation on the radio. That's just me. Might not be you. It's just me. All right, but at the end of the day, when the lifestyle and the music integrate themselves, you have problems because people mix fantasy and reality and they think that these things are the same, one and the same, which leads to women degrading themselves for the attention of men, which leads to men, black men in particular, shooting other black men over shoes, J's on my feet, right? And I'm not saying that this is always the case when it comes to the hip hop culture overall, but this is what it is in 2014. It's undeniable. You can't deny this stuff. All right, it's right in front of your face. I can look. I can tell you straight right now. All right, that if you want to associate a lot of the murders that's happened in Chicago this past year, on Myrtle Beach this past year, you can integrate the hip hop culture into it. I can do that without even being there. I can just know that the hip hop culture was a part of it. The music is motivational. The lifestyle is what these people want to live. But they don't know that these people that speak that lifestyle and that promote that lifestyle aren't even living those lifestyles themselves. That's how people get messed up. That's how lives get messed up. That's how families get messed up. And it's real sad. It's real sad that the culture has changed so much over the last 20 years. I mean, even before my time necessarily. That you see the culture has dwindled down to this is what it is. And if it's not this way, then you not then basically you're a lame if you're not living this type of lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? You're not technically black. Or maybe you're just not, informative enough or hip enough or some stupid. I mean something dumb that they saying right now, something that you basically, you just whack weak, whatever. But the music at this point is so far gone to the point where there can't be a revolution, there can't be an evolution of this stuff. It's just going to get worse. And the only thing that's going to change it, all right, it's just an overhaul of thinking. And that overhaul of thinking just won't happen because what's being promoted right now is what's selling. Sex sells, guns sell, I mean, come on, man. Violence sells. I mean, that's basically what these guys and these women are going to keep talking about in their songs. Booty shaking like Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? You could throw Rihanna up in there. Chicks walking around with panties and booty cheeks all the way out. This is what these little girls and these little boys are coming up are watching. This is what they're seeing. And hey, you can even throw Iggy Azalea in there. You can say that she's a part of the problem too, since they want to put her on the hip hop awards, right? Her and J Lo with the booty video. I mean, it's just there's a whole bunch of things out here when it comes to the hip hop music and the culture that just needs to change. And the sad thing about it is that people don't want change. I can sit here and I can talk for 10, 12 minutes about the problems of hip hop culture and how to integrate it into people's lives, but they're not going to take it as seriously as you would want them to, because they think that there's nothing wrong. They think that this music is just music and that people don't know how to separate the music from what reality is. And that's basically what this video is. It's a reminder to say that, hey, this dude is not in the gym every night like he's saying in his verse. This dude is on the couch. You know what I'm saying? playing 2K15. I mean, come on, folks. I mean, you would think that, people would be able to put one and one together and come to this conclusion, but they're just not. That's what this video is for. Overall, the BET Awards, Hip Hop Awards was alright. Like I said, 8, but I can't give it above an 8. But at the end of the day, this is what I want y'all to take from this video. There's a difference between the music and the lifestyle. Alright, there's a difference between the two. And when you try to integrate both of those things together, the damage is already done. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn how to separate the music from the lifestyle. And sometimes the music, because sometimes the lifestyle is fueled by the music. You understand what I'm trying to say? You can't fuse those two things together. If you want to live the hip hop lifestyle and drive around Cadillacs, look, that's your choice. At the end of the day, I'm not here to tell nobody how to live their life. But when you start integrating the ridiculousness of the music, all right, into your lifestyle, all right, you've already seen the damage that can be done and the damage that will continue to be done. So let me know how you guys feel about the BET Hip Hop Awards 2014 down below. The State of Hip Hop address. I mean, I have to keep saying it. I mean, it's just folks don't get it unless you keep pounding and 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 pounding. You have to keep saying it over and over and over again. It's stupid. The music is fantasy. If you want to turn fantasy into reality, you're going to end up, you know where you're going to end up. And for that, this is the WC. Until next time, folks. Peace out.